Alright, so I am just kind of jumping around to everything. Just taking a break from my usual, trying out things that I haven't drove in a while. I've actually already done 2 races in this. I am in the Jetta, and you're going to hear tire squeals over engine sounds. Except for the Mustangs ahead of me, you'll hear their engines. I've qualified 3rd in class, but the guy who qualified first is ahead of these 2 Mustangs. So there's a standing starts, the classes mix on the starts, and a longer race, 38 laps here at Tsukuba. And then we also have a pit stop because they've limited you to 2.2 gallons, and you need about 2.3, 2.4 to make it. So it's an interesting series, and you'll just try to survive pretty much how it goes with this mixed racing.
Green, green, green.
Bad start by that guy, and he missed another gear, wasn't ready for that, so already a 4X before the first turn.
Still there, hold your line.
Going well.
Still there. Stay on the left.
Feel like it might be pulling a little bit to the right, but we're just going to kind of play with it.
Keep to the left.
See what we got.
Clear on the right.
Painted up a quick, ugly red and white car, and yeah, we'll just see how this goes. So, Miata's a little quicker on the straightaways, not as quick through the corners. Now we got that Mustang coming back up through bowling. Usually what happens with those slower Mustangs is they're terrible and start running into everything as they try to get past. So I will be on the lookout for that.
1 minute, 11.741.
But love this track, and this car is fun. It used to be really fun, but I wasn't that great at road racing back then. And when it first came out, you know, there was massive fields and people were competing for a ride in the actual real-life Jetta TDI series. And now it's just kind of one of those forgotten ones. I mean, you can tell it's old from the squared-off dash and very bad graphics of the car. But it's fun to drive. Good front-wheel drive car. Kind of top-heavy. Bounces around quite a bit if you hit the curbs wrong. But yeah, this just kind of brings me back to old Gran Turismo days.
1 minute,
playing on the PlayStation. Bunch of different street cars racing around. So there is a 5th car in our class. He qualified back in the middle of the Miatas, so I don't think we'll see him. There we go, there's some bouncing. At least we're keeping that Mustang far away. The yellow Jetta was extremely quick in qualifying, and he's kind of jammed up behind the slower Mustangs, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does, if he's just stuck behind them, if he tries to get past them, maybe finds a gap and pits. Which reminds me, on the straightaway, I need to uncheck my tires because you don't want to waste time with tires. Oh, good. That Mustang's gone. Don't have to worry about that. Now we just got to worry about the ones in front of us that are stacking up our class into a tight battle.
Go left.
There goes one. might be coming back. Oh, 8 car.
Left side. You're on the right. 3 wide. Still there. Still there. Car on your left. 2 wide.
Little door
Turn
banging.
right.
Wasn't my fault. Trying to miss the mess.
Still there. Clear.
He hit the grass on entry and just turned into the dude.
1 minute. 4.
I guess I could have stopped,
You're in fifth.
but what's the fun in that? Everyone gets a reset anyways, so. We'll do a quick little pit stop. The least amount of gas you can take is 1 gallon, so you gotta shut the gas off after you get just a quick little hit of it. But gap-wise, 6 seconds back to the Mazdas. I'll probably want that to open up to at least 20 seconds before I make the quick pit stop.
1 minute. 3.3. 1, 2.
Now that the yellow Jetta is not getting held up very much, and actually getting a little draft down the straightaways. Probably not a whole lot since we're not really going fast enough until mid straightaway for draft to work, but he's inching away now. So yeah, nice relaxing race once you get past the initial banging and beating, although we're already up to 8x, I'm guessing. Yes, we are, so can't do much more of that.
3.396.
The bouncing is not helping things. Yet I keep eating the curbs. So yeah, I wish we had full fields of the Jettas. That'd be fun. But this at least allows you to race with 4, 5 cars and not feel completely bored, although watching it might be fairly boring. So guy behind's starting to close in again.
1 minute. 3.709.
Tires do start to go off a little bit. You'll start to lose some speed, but you're not going to take tires in the pit stop. Just because these types of cars, you don't get quick pits, so it's going to take way longer than what you're going to gain. Especially when you're just taking a splash of fuel. Got 8 seconds back to the Miata. Don't know why I downshifted, but I did.
One minute. 3.876.
Alright, so I'm starting to lose some speed. Just need to be consistent, not overdrive the entry, not overdrive the exit.
1 minute, 3.912.
As long as he is stuck behind these Mustangs, he's not going to get too far away from me, but I'm pretty sure he could pull a massive gap if he didn't have them. So, car behind dives into the pits. We will see where he comes out, and then base our decision off of that.
4.071.
That is the 21. Comes out 25 seconds back. So we need about a 22 second gap. Dealing with this Mustang's not going to be fun or help me. But he self-spun to get back here, so he can wait until it is appropriate. And then we've got a Solstice. Well, never mind. There's no such thing as appropriate with a Mustang driver. Was not ready for that dive. Although I think I wrecked that guy in my last race after getting hit by a Mustang, so. So now we've got lap traffic, we've got the faster class passing us, and that's when things get interesting and just kind of makes these longer races not so terrible.
Minute 5.113.
Miatas are really not dropping off. They are about the same speed as me right now. So I'm gonna have to go long until they pit. And then you're gonna find, if you run this race, that people do not know how to be lapped. You just get to some people that are completely clueless on where to place the car.
Still there, clear on the left.
Like they're expecting you to tell them where to go. the Mustangs have started to pull away a bit from the yellow Jetta. Don't know if that's the lap traffic that's kind of separating them. He's coming into the pits. And the thing is, I don't want to be back in there with Miatas, because they're a little quicker on the straightaways, and so you're going to struggle to get around them. Now, I know he's seeing a whole bunch of Solstice up here, but the Solstice is going to be easier to pass than the Miata, so... So I think what he was doing is, I think a lot of people forget they can shut off the fuel and don't have to take the full gallon. I think people just get to a point where it will essentially shut off for them at the right time, because it'll be filled up all the way. But put you back in traffic, and that's not what you want. We'll see how it plays out, though. He was definitely quicker. We'll just need the strategy to work out for us. Where is he at? Oh, he's not even that far back. Alright, so pit stop is actually shorter than I thought it would be. So... we'll see how quick I can get around these guys.
Car on your left, 1 minute, 4.609. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Looks like he's going to the inside, then it looks like he's going to the outside. No clue where he's going. This guy's stopping in the middle of the corner, and I am definitely losing speed.
Left side, clear on the left. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line.
We're just going to force our way through,
Still
because...
there, hold your line. Clear.
And the other one dive bombs him, trying to take the hole that I made. Almost plows me. That's where the interesting comes from.
One minute, 5.906. You're now in third.
Wait a second, I was looking at the wrong car, wasn't I? I have to take a look at that. Oh, this is a terrible idea.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Nope, I was looking at the right car. He's closing down, so that's just what it is. We lost too much through there, so I'm just going to have to hope he loses too much somewhere and get far enough ahead of those two guys that I don't have to try to do that passing again.
Car on your left. Still there. Stay on the right. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Left side.
God, they're so slow through the center of the corner.
Still there. Clear.
Alright, decent progress through those guys. One more to go. And then hopefully some smooth sailing.
1 minute, 5.481. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Not a smart move by me, but made it work. I thought he was lifting out, so that's why I took the inside. We got back to him now. 9.9, but he is not even started to pass that.
One minute, 5.22.
Pushing wide, trying too hard. Lots of wide open track, though.
One minute, 4.879.
Thought he wrecked for a second, but it's just cars on pit road. Alright, he's gotten through most of them, and he's down to 9.5. He's kind of been holding even as he passes those guys, so that's where I needed to pull it out, but just don't have the speed, so looks like it's going to be second place, as long as I don't make a mistake.
4.732. Left side. Clear.
Another cool thing about this car is there's literally one setup change, and that is fuel. You can't even change tire pressures in this car, and it's not a fixed setup, it's just that is how the car was. It was a fixed setup series in real life. I think maybe they could adjust shocks in real life. There was something about the shocks. Either they could adjust them or they would randomly swap them between cars. Other than that, nothing. And I think they ran on one tank for the entire year in real life. So, I mean, obviously, doing almost the whole race on 2.2 gallons. So, get a long ways in real life with this thing. Uh-oh. Where did he go? Did he wreck? No. Alright. He was passed by a couple of Mustangs. Lost a bit of time through that. Not enough.
One minute, 4.747.
So I'm going to keep going because clean track. And then I think it is Miata's MX-5s, whatever you want to call them, just ahead. You can see the yellow roof of Kyle going by across the fence. Solstice coming out.
1 minute, 4.977.
Push wide into the dirt. Awesome job. Right around the end of this, the Mustang should start lapping us. Unless they've had some issues. Oh, hit the edge of that curb.
One minute, 5.061.
No, that wasn't an MX-5, it was a Solstice still, so we'll just keep on digging. Although, let's check and see what is... We do have a gap. Keep going. I think I can get around these two guys easy.
One minute, 5.191.
Try to go the long way, that didn't work. I can't even speak.
The lead is fitting now.
Yep. Leader was that close. And I should have pit. so now I'm in a sandwich, and this Mustang's just gonna barrel in.
Still there. Clear, left side. Still there. Stay on the right.
Well, we're just staying out because there's clear air.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right.
Hopefully I can get far enough ahead of them that I don't have to pass either of those two again. Lost a massive amount of time there.
Keep hustling. 10 to go. This time by.
Should have pit, but oh well. I don't think it's going to make a difference on where I finish. Third place is 27 seconds behind.
Minute 4.831.
So I need to get 15 seconds ahead
You have about 5 laps of fuel
of
left.
the 5 and
You'll need to
13.
stop for more fuel.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do that in 5 laps. Especially with the lead solstices coming up again. The fuck? Alright, going in.
Left side.
Didn't have any idea what was going on there.
Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear.
Too much.
That's it. Go.
Alright, clear track. Those guys are in front of me, but I am in second by 10 seconds, so that's good. That means we don't have to push too hard and can cruise to a P2. Not terrible, especially considering that the guy winning outqualified us by about a second. He just made it through that big mess of things, so hopefully I don't have to force my way through that stuff and can, man, that is a massive gaggle of cars.
1 minute 19.586.
I believe letting us through. Now, overall standings, it looks like we are 5th. But those don't come into play on anything. It's just to feel good about yourself, I guess. And 10 seconds back is the leader of the race.
5 to go.
And while I was looking at that, the apex came and gone. Speaking of apex, the 13. Almost as bad as I did.
Left side. Clear. One minute 5.037.
But after those first couple of laps, fairly clean. Just dodging a few things, but haven't seen actual wrecks. Seen some fenders getting banged, like from those two black Solstice.
One minute 5.061. You've got 2 laps to go.
He's gonna let me through. Thank you.
Still there.
Such a difficult part to go side by side, though. You just want to go out to where you normally go. I almost did that.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Alright, so question is the leader of our class gonna get wrecked? Does not look like it. Are we gonna get wrecked if we get up into that? Probably looks like it.
5.717. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go.
So, since we got room to work, I'm gonna go ahead and get this leader past me. And
right side.
finish 1 lap sooner. And if the lead guy in our class wrecks, well then that's what I get for not racing. Oh my god, the leader's going through the grass on the last lap.
You have about one
Okay,
lap of
leader,
fuel
you
left.
can't wreck yourself, because then I can't lap myself. Come on, get on by. Alright. In that race, and we're going to come in second across the checkered. But not really. Second in class, though. Alright, let's go take a look at those first few incidents.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
And he's doing burnouts
Nice
in front
run.
of the field.
Solid work.
Great idea. Not gonna say he's the brightest after watching him go through the grass 3 wide on the final lap with a huge lead. I mean, I figured this dude was gonna start pulling away, and then he just didn't. I don't know if he shifted to 5th or what. Let's fast forward to, I guess I can just do by lap. And when they're not there, that means it happened. Alright. Let's see how bad I screwed this up. So 8 just pitched it, hit him, and I went low because I thought they were going to go high. And we just start banging doors, and then I come up again. That was some stock car racing there. Yeah, I mean, didn't mean to, but I thought they were going in a whole different direction when they made contact, so I tried to dive low. Pulled away from them, held on to second. What do we get overall? 5th overall. So, I won the lap downs. I'm going to put that as a W. Kyle was fucking quick. Nothing I could do with that. Let's look at the results. See how little this all mattered in the grand scheme of things. So we'll just switch to Jetta. And lost some safety rating, gained some I rating. So, not a big deal. Yeah, fast lap, nothing. But I finished where I was supposed to. Everyone finished where they were supposed to based on fast lap. So, I don't think anyone can be really mad about that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little look at something you don't normally see and definitely don't see often on this channel. We'll probably come back and run the Jetta a few more times. Why do I have it? Oh, that's my license. So why do I have a green stripe on there? So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.